On fourth down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Jackson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the play on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Try to get it on the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense roll. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, South Carolina!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you wanted to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. They're trailing by 11 to UCLA. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. No huddle here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They've been running it, but now the pass. The sure hands, it's Jackson.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Second and short now after that completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Goes to the option. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be brought down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. These quarterbacks have been spinning that ball so far, but just when you think you got to drop 5 or 6 into coverage, these dual threat QBs can burn you on the ground. I think realistically, the defense that's able to best contain one of those aspects is going to be the defense that breaks serve and finds a path to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. And how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He leaves it with his back. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down to the 12. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
The option look. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This quarterback makes very good decisions, not just when it comes to throwing the football, but in the option game as well. Knowing when to hand it off to the fullback, knowing when to pitch it, and when to keep it yourself. He showed you that there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Georgia Tech, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
The Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling.
On the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll run it from the gun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They'll try to pop the draw. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's second and 4. Up-tempo for the offense. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Feeling some heat. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia Tech, 21.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They're bringing heat. Finds his man and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll run the option.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Snowed under by the defense. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulsa is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 39 to UCLA.
Quarterback strolling away from heat.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off play action. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We